Look at this Look at this This poor bastard ain't getting out until the spring. Clean this up. They got garbage everywhere. Dirty snow. What do you do with this? Where's your shovel now, Mamdani? It's the reality of New York City. 1 month. Where's the salt? Look at it. This guy's never getting out. His car's destroyed.
1 month ago, the biggest controversy in New York City was Eric Adams sweeping homeless encampments off the streets. Progressives screamed it was inhumane. Critics called it cruel. Mamdani promised to stop the sweeps, to show compassion, to treat people with dignity. Well, NYC got what it asked for, because now the city can't even sweep garbage. 8-foot trash piles on the Upper East Side, filthy black snow covering entire blocks, sidewalks buried under frozen garbage soup. From sweeping people to not sweeping trash. That's the irony New Yorkers are living through right now. Don't take my word for it. Actor Michael Rapaport documented what New Yorkers are dealing with this week. That's not Fox News. That's not Republican propaganda. That's a lifelong New Yorker showing you reality. So let's rewind. December 5th, 2025. 5 weeks ago, Eric Adams issued a warning.
January 1st, he'll stop sweeping homeless encampments across our city. I won't criticize him on every issue, but when a policy harms New Yorkers, I have to speak up.
Now, you have to understand the context here. Adams spent 4 years aggressively clearing homeless encampments. Police escorts, early morning raids, bulldozers destroying tents. Progressives were furious. Human rights groups called it inhumane. The ACLU filed lawsuits. Activists screamed about police state tactics. But Adams, he doubled down. Showing compassion for those sleeping on the streets is not a sweep. It is humane. Ending this action will create a quality of life nightmare. He pointed to other cities, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Seattle. Just look at cities that allow encampments and you'll see the damage. And then he said something that, looking back, sounds almost prophetic. Leaving people to suffer in the cold isn't just neglectful, it's a disgrace. Throughout the last close to 4 years, I was adamant about cleaning those encampments because we cannot tolerate a city that turns a blind eye to human suffering. His final line, labeling the abandonment of our homeless neighbors as progress, is a slap in the face to real progress. It's not just misguided, it's shameful. Strong words. Now, love him or hate him, he wasn't wrong. Fast forward, 1 month later, historic snowstorm hits NYC. Temperature drops below freezing for the longest consecutive stretch in city history. And the sanitation system collapses. Upper East Side, 8-foot garbage piles. Greenwich Village, trash bags frozen into sidewalks. Brooklyn, forget about it. And New Yorkers, they're documenting everything. Michael Rapaport, a week after the snowstorm, and this is what we got. Zohran the shoveler. Filthy black snow. Garbage soup. Ice rinks on every corner. Cars buried like fossils. Actress Deborah Messing called it out, saying this was the first time she'd seen anything like this in all her years living in New York. And here's where it gets interesting. You know what neighborhood got cleaned? The blocks around Gracie Mansion, Mamdani's residence. One resident, Nick Rivers, told the New York Post, "I couldn't believe it when I saw yesterday. A whole army of sanitation workers plowing and shoveling every bit of snow off of that side of the street." He pointed across the street, 6-foot piles. But the mayor's side? Clean as a whistle. Now, Mamdani's office claims this is standard protocol. Every mayor's residence gets priority clearing for security reasons. Fine, that's probably true. But when the rest of the city looks like a disaster zone and your block is spotless, the optics are bad. And what was Mamdani's response to all this? I'm new to the job. That's it. I'm new to the job. Well,
Suffer in the cold isn't just neglectful, it's a disgrace. Throughout the last close to 4 years, I was adamant about cleaning those encampments because we cannot tolerate a city that turns a blind eye to human suffering. I urge the incoming administration to rethink this, and I urge New Yorkers to raise their voices. Let's call it what it is. Labeling the abandonment of our homeless neighbors as progress is a slap in the face to real progress. It's not just misguided, it's shameful. And we need to call it out for the disgrace that it is.
Eric Adams warned you 5 weeks ago, in detail, on camera, and you didn't listen. So here's the irony that nobody's talking about. Eric Adams was criticized for sweeping people off the streets. Zohran Mamdani is being criticized for not sweeping garbage off the streets. 1 month. That's how long it took to go from one extreme to the other. And you know what the real lesson is here? Governing New York City is impossible. If you sweep homeless encampments, you're cruel, inhumane, a fascist. If you don't sweep homeless encampments, quality of life collapses, crime rises, residents suffer. If you prioritize compassion over enforcement, the city becomes unlivable. If you prioritize enforcement over compassion, you're a monster. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Maybe, and I can't believe I'm saying this, maybe Adams had a point. Not about everything, not about his aggressive tactics or the way he treated homeless New Yorkers like criminals, but about this, about the fact that governance requires both compassion and competence? Yeah, he had a point. Progressive ideals are beautiful, but they have to meet governing reality. And right now, New Yorkers don't care about ideology. They just want their streets clean, their neighborhoods safe, their garbage picked up. And that is something neither Adams nor Mamdani figured out. Look, if you're tired of watching politicians play games with your city, you're in the right place. We're covering every move, every fight, every lie they think we won't catch. Hit that subscribe button because New York deserves the truth, not the spin. And those videos on screen, they explain so much about what you just watched. Worth your time. See you on the next one.
Look at this Look at this This poor bastard ain't getting out until the spring. Look at this dirt a week after the snowstorm. Look at this dirty hole. Look at this. I don't know what this guy's gonna do. This guy, call your insurance company. Look at this dirt. Where's the mayor to clean this up? Garbage everywhere, dirty snow. What do you do with this? Where's your shovel now, Mamdani?